have some news. What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG, aka Chef. My bad, I'm moving all around because usually I get a number somewhere to tell us how long we've been going, and Restream has changed its face time at the moment. But usually I come in here, Muffins has some news, but he came in on some, yo, what are we talking? So big news comes out of TNA that I seen on X today, that Steph DeLander and the other guy just quit TNA.
Mance Warner?
Mance Warner quit TNA today.
Yeah. Her husband.
All right, well, they officially said deuces.
Oh, shit. They quit or the contract expired?
No. Everything that I've seen on Twitter, and I don't even follow shit. I don't know why it came on my shit. Everyone's saying they quit TNA.
Oh, wow.
So, and every report.
That's huge, man. I mean, that's a husband and wife team right there. And you know, Mance Warner.
I don't even follow this shit.
But you remember Mance Warner from his time in, MLW for a long time.
MLW.
And
yeah, of course.
And then he came back after a while. Wow.
You're seeing it now?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah. So, my thing is TNA is getting in the right position. Right there, starting to numbers going up. The roster is getting better. So some people are getting weeded out, right? That's what happens when you start filling your roster. But super legit wrestlers, and they would not be the kind of wrestlers that get weeded out. So when I seen this, I'm like, oh, he's so like I said, I don't follow none of this shit. And then I seen it, so I clicked, and on X you could like see what people are commenting on, and then there were a bunch of different people trying to be like breaking news kind of people, like everybody's like a wrestling journalist or whatever, and obviously whatever the source is, some something rap, some sham, I don't know, some rat Ross, whatever the fuck his name is. Saying his name that, oh, it's official, they quit. Now the contracts came or Sean Rapp, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope I'm not the one that froze it.
Well, so they're saying supposedly that TNA refused to grant her medical clearance and inform her that she could never wrestle for the company again. Now, just to go back, when Mance Warner came in for the first time, they were still dating or whatever. Her, they've been dating for a while. She got in a match with the muscle chick that left TNA and went to
Jordana
NXT.
Grace.
Jordana Grace. Yeah. So one of her finishing moves, or Jordana Grace, like one of the last matches, got her down in one of her moves. Her neck got messed up. Well, since then she's been out. She hasn't been able to wrestle. And it's been over a year since that happened. So she had to have surgery. She's been cleared to come back. So WWE doctors examined her, even though the spine specialists, and they clear her to come back. Now they're saying TNA is not letting get a medical clearance. So they're saying that's the reason why she quit. And of course, Mance Warner, you being a faithful husband, you're gonna do the same thing and say, well, if my wife is leaving, I'm leaving too. Now, TNA's loss would be MLW's game, because Mance Warner was a huge part of MLW for a while, and then he left, dispute thing that they always happen. He left like 3 years before he came back for a little while, and then he left again, and then wound up going to TNA. Now is everything's MLW is under a new, I wouldn't say new management, but it looks like Kurt Bauer has finally seen the light of things for 2026. Got rid of some people from the back, brought in some good people back, like my nemesis there, Joseph Samael, to do relations, and brought some good people in the back to kind of clean stuff up. Now you got your homie Fish guy. I always forget his fucking name.
Stingray?
Paul Walter Hauser.
Paul Walter Hauser?
I was called the Squidfish because it's Stingray or whatever. He's there. The programs they've been doing, last couple of ones, production has been great, and now Fusion is coming back. When we don't know, but it's this month or next month. So MLW slowly but surely is climbing up again. Now I'm pretty sure WWE is already booked with guys and females, so I don't think they'll hit WWE. Pretty sure they go back to the Indies for a while. But in the meantime, if they're in the Indies, I'm pretty sure they can hit MLW coming up this next weekend in Charlotte. In Atlanta, or the following month in April when they're in Tennessee. You know, she wants to wrestle. Poor Bauer was like, "Baby, come in. Welcome back. We'll open arms." I don't see them going to AEW. Maybe N.W.A. They could do some stuff there. But other than that, TNA, WWE, no. N.W.A. maybe. MLW for sure. And of course, they'll hit GCW first. Game Changing Wrestling. They'll get there. They'll be there quick. So that's like a weekly, monthly thing. So they'll be there quick. But MLW will definitely welcome them with open arms. Mans Warner was always a good worker there. And for her, that's an added talent to the women's division.
Yeah.
Against Chassis Blackheart, against what's up this
Bordeaux.
Guy? Yeah, Bordeaux. So, and whoever else they could muster up in the women's division, they could make a good women's division coming up for Fusion, you know. And I'm pretty sure they're using a lot of independent females for those tapings to make, you know, the other females look good. So I'm pretty sure they could muster up a nice, good women's division there for the summertime. So that's kind of huge, man. I never seen. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Every day something happens, bro. Every day.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm looking through MLW stuff because I'm trying to think of the. Oh my God, and I'm a fan of her. I just forgot her name. She was in WWE. She wrestled recently.
Why?
Isla Dawn. She's been in MLW as well of recently.
Yeah.
We're looking at MLW in a right. And before we even leave MLW, because we'll talk some WWE with AJ Lee and shit in a minute. MLW also has, how do you say that guy's name? He's the IWGP Junior Champion.
Doki,
whatever how his name is. This is big for MLW.
Junior Heavyweight Champion.
And him bringing the belt in and being on an MLW show, that's a big statement because it shows the respect or, you know, for somebody else's hard work titles and what they mean. So MLW is going in all the right directions that we're excited for it because for way too long it's been these starts and then because they take the time off, the wave dies and then you got to recreate your wave again. I think,
and I think that's the reason why we haven't seen the tapings yet, because I think they will take that break in the summertime like they always do, with that 1-2 month break or whatever. And I think they want to start the tapings either this month, next month, so that way when that break hits, we have content still because they'll have all those tapings going on till they come back whenever. You know, because they usually like that 2 month break they take to kind of work things out or bring new people in, see what's working, what's not, and reset and go again for the following year. So I think that's the reason we haven't seen Fusion yet, is because of that.
No, and it makes sense. You don't want to just sit there like with, okay, again. So if we get Fusion and it comes back and then we have the break, it's the same thing, right? So you're like, damn, you can't keep doing this. The fan base, you've lost so many fans. So now you're trying to do it the smart way. We like Paul Walter Hauser's doing it, someone that the wrestlers can respect and trust. There was a lot going on, and then to transition to WWE. So I unfortunately seen the promo that AJ Lee cut in the ring, and now me and you are alike. Outside of her being Puerto Rican, we really don't give a shit. I know I don't see it. I don't see the. Okay, so
I don't see her. I don't see her appeal.
No, none. And there's levels to things. Like, as much as I am not a fan of Charlotte Flair, right? And I'm not. But if you give me a Charlotte Flair segment versus XYZ, crowd will be into it. If I like her or not, she'll get, Charlotte's well on the mic as well. And she's going to give you a good match. AJ Lee doesn't give me that. She's an average wrestler who I don't think is good on the mic. And then you're appeasing to what, CM Punk, right? Like, now granted, I know CM Punk has had a bad rap in this industry. Everything that I've seen on social media since he's been in WWE has been very positive. Like, even with Dragon Lee, he stayed and he sees Undertaker's bike and he's like, yo, sit down, I'll take a picture with you, right? Like, there's a lot of things that have came out that people say maybe he got past his ego shit or whatever, but he's been good in WWE and maybe a good veteran. Once again, I don't think he's a good wrestler neither. I think he's a great mouthpiece and an average wrestler. And then you got Danhausen or whatever. That's a complete fucking flop. Bro, they fucking booed shit out of him. Nobody cares about this 100. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I don't see the appeal.
Crashed? Is this the reason why Vince crashed and almost had a fucking heart attack in the car doing 200 miles an hour?
Yeah, I don't see the appeal of Danhausen at all. I've never have. I know he's built his brand, which is awesome. He's built his brand. He's built his character. He's built everything on his own in the indies. AEW gave him a shot. I don't even know if he wrestled in AEW. Like, I don't know what he did. Like, can this guy actually wrestle? Like, I don't see how this guy's gonna go and wrestle anybody in WWE and be taken seriously about anything. That was just a big flop for me and everybody else who saw that. And people are praising him. Hey, he got his contract. He got signed. Kudos to the man. I'm not going to hate on him. He built his own stuff from the ground zero, and he stayed with it, and he's working. He made it to the mountaintop that a lot of wrestlers want to get there. He made it to WWE.
Absolutely.
I cannot hate on anything that the man did because he did it the right way. He busted his ass. He sold his merchandise and the indies. He lived the indies life. He got signed with AEW, and then now he's WWE. Dude, all power to you, brother. Hey,
bro, it's no hate. But this is not when we do this. I hate it because if we had this conversation 10, 15 years ago, we could keep talking, right? Everybody be like, oh, they just don't fuck with them. Like, because you'll have your fan base that goes, oh, they don't get it. Or you have the people that go, shit, yeah, I kind of agree. But now, because social media is the way it is and everybody's so sensitive, you got to say the obvious. WWE is the fucking mecca. Regardless of what anyone thinks, you getting there, it's playing for the Lakers. It's playing for the Celtics. It's the Yankees. And you're at the pinnacle of what you work your ass off your whole life for. So it's not just as being old school fans like us. I'm not trying to make it sound like so nothing, but we're fashioned to see a certain type of wrestler, and he don't check the boxes. He does not.
Check my box. He don't check my box of anything.
You know?
And now that I gave him all his props, now I'm gonna go the opposite way. Now he's gonna be taking the spot. He's gonna be taking the spot and time from a wrestler or wrestlers who deserve that spot and that time for a match or do things. Like I said, I don't know what the hell that dude's gonna do unless you sell him to Mexico, like Rob K said. You put him with Mr. Iguana. Yeah, and do something with them too. Now I'm pretty sure that'll be money some way, somehow. What, him and R-Truth? I don't know. I think as most of them as being comedy. And then, I don't know, man. I just don't see the appeal of the man. But hey, he made it to where everybody wants to make it. I am not hating on the man. Like I said, he built his way from the bottom up. He's gone through a lot of shit, and he made it.
So here's my thing that I got to ask you, because you know better than me. Because I think recently WWE has signed.
Yes. What's so fun about him?
Yeah, well, that's the problem, right? So
I haven't seen him since the Royal.
Huh?
Yeah. I haven't seen him since the Royal Rumble.
So you have Powerhouse Hobbs in the building, and this guy's taking his spot. Like, he's gonna get that time over that brother? Because not for nothing. And I know, listen, I know Braun Breaker's hurt right now. Yeah. But you're telling me that you can't see fucking I think they call him Powerhouse Hobbs versus a Braun Breaker, Powerhouse Hobbs versus fucking Brock Lesnar. Like, he could bang with all, like, so you're gonna give this little dork fucking that kind of time? Like, come on, man. I don't get it. I mean, listen, hopefully it works. I know you're cursed, and all of a sudden Dom loses, Pentagon Jr. is the fucking champ. Right? You knew
we already knew what was going to happen. Because he's going to lose his title from Rey de Reyes in Mexico. So we already see the decline of Dominic, because they're going to start taking the belts off to kind of push him up higher. So
yeah, or it's like a vacation time, right? He'll drop some belts. He's been active. He'll take your little vacation. When you come back, we got something for you. Yeah. It's either or, but you go, okay. You see the pattern. My only worry is that as much as I love Pentagon Jr., that guy can't stay healthy, right? Like, every time you turn around, he's hurt. Yes, I understand the style, and he wrestles. It's all over the place. But when you're putting belts on guys, I need to be able to trust that you're here. WWE schedule is unforgiving. Like, this is the one thing people always say. I love TNA, I love MLW, I love N.W.A. because there's rest, right? It's not wrestle, you're in another city, wrestle, get your shit, you're in day after day. At least with these, you do your tapings and you're good. There's a lot that I think WWE, and I had to bring this up to you, and I don't want to make this political. Right now, we see what's going on in Iran, right? Okay, so WWE planning WrestleMania and what do you call it, next year in Israel. Israel has an issue with Iran. Iran don't want to call it a war, but the bombings of these places. How could you even say, well, shit, this sounds like a good idea. Next year, Russia's still going at it with Ukraine, right? Like, how are you going to put your wrestlers in that to say, fuck it, we're going to take it over there because the money is banging over there? When I seen this, I had to ask you about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure TKO is sitting back and watching everything and already working on some kind of backup plan because you always got to have a backup plan
Yeah,
to your plan.
especially at this
Backup plan
level of
for
business.
especially you gotta have the A, B, and C. Always
Yep.
gotta have at least 2 to 3 plans. So I'm pretty sure they're sitting back, monitoring all this stuff, and waiting till June, July, August, and see how things are there before they say, okay, we gotta change this back to Vegas again, find another open spot. So I'm pretty sure that they have a window of where they have to say, okay, you gotta change this now. I'm gonna change it back to the States, and this is what we're gonna do it and go from there. And then try the year after that, 2028, and see what happens. But I mean, because like you said, safety of your talent is the number one of anything else.
Yep.
So
You know,
I mean, so
like I said,
there's got to see plans going on.
yeah, this isn't a blue or red thing. This is he is a fan of so long. Worry is always a talent, same as you. We always want everybody to come home to their families and everything else like that. So when I seen this, I was like, oh man, this is not the best look. Like they, you know, and you're right, they definitely got the probably mutual sights.
Yeah, it's only March. I'm pretty sure they got a B side and a C side just in case.
Yeah.
Which is gonna suck because you're gonna have to scramble, but that's why you give yourself enough time to scramble.
And well, respectfully, it's WWE, right? Like and let's just say Vegas, they couldn't do. If you put that shit, WWE will get attention, right? Like it's gonna get it. It's WWE, and people go, oh well, they don't sell out like they used to. You got people flying from countries just so they can attend Mania.
Exactly.
You see it all the time. Came from Russia, came from Poland. Yeah, you know, like you see it all the time.
I've been to WrestleMania.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think I gave you the news for the first time ever.
No, I just want to walk in WrestleMania, like walk in, take a picture for the sign, and then leave. I made it. I saw the sign. That's it. I'm going somewhere else. I'm gonna go hang out somewhere else because I don't care about this card for nothing.
No, the card is
about WrestleMania. No,
it's not looking strong.
Only thing that happened Monday night was the same, like always. Nothing crazy except for Penta beating Dominic Mysterio. Then you have Seth Rollins back.
Well, yeah.
So now he's getting his
he unmatched. That's true. I forgot about Seth.
He's getting his revenge on Paul Heyman and the crew. And then you have the big last one thing that was CM Punk and Roman Reigns at the end of the show, where Roman Reigns told them, or CM Punk told them, I'm gonna hit you so hard and beat you so bad, I'm gonna bury you next to your dad. And he walked off. I was like, whoa, he got him on that one. He got him good on that one. That was a good segment. Okay. And then yesterday, yeah.
The ones that you back and you're lucky this shit is scripted, right? Because you get your jaw wired for some shit like that.
A punch right there. What? You said, "Oh, my daddy, what? Are you crazy?"
Right, baby.
And then last night was NXT. They're getting ready for this weekend's Vengeance. So they're already getting their stuff set up there. Looks like it's going to be Jada Parker and Ms. Monroe and some kind of weird last man or street fight thing that they got going on. Looks like they're going to have Lola Vice against Granny Jordan, who's training with Shayna Baszler to do an underground fight.
Okay.
With Lola Vice supposedly having a broken wrist or something like that. So we'll see what happens with that one. I think they're going to mention what they're going to do with the women's title on that same show. They're going to have Ren Sinclair against Thea Hale for the women's feet #1 contendership. Whoever wins that match gets a shot the women's speed title. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a men's speed title now also, because that kid from Italy wanted the floor guy. So it looks pretty good. I mean, it's they're losing a lot of guys. I mean, a lot of people graduated, so you don't have Trick anymore. You don't have Oba Femi anymore. You don't have some of those heavy hitters anymore. Tony D'Angelo is going to go against Walden. That's from Dark State. Henry is going to be, with the champion. So we'll see something with him coming up against Ricky Starks, I'm pretty sure. But all I keep seeing is a lot of guys moving up. I still haven't seen no new females move up. So I'm kind of surprised about that. Because they brought in Trick, they brought in Oba, but I still haven't seen like a female brought up and say, hey, what are we going to be? Yeah, you don't have a free agent going on right now. You want to sign with Raw? You want to sign with SmackDown? Nah, I'll stay in NXT. I'll go back. I don't like it here. I don't like it there. That's going to be pretty cool to say that. I'll say, something? I saw both of the places. I don't like them. I'm going to go back to NXT. I feel more comfortable there. So, yeah.
So I think this is where.
Go ahead.
You were gonna say, my bad, I cut you off.
I'll say that's like pretty much everything that I've seen, that I've read, stuff that's come out. But like I said, you beat me on that one with today because I haven't even looked at the wrestling on Twitter land yet. So yeah.
Yeah, it popped up and I'm like, oh, I got something for him.
Yeah, so there's nothing else going on. I know, we're gonna have Grande versus Americano coming up. I don't know if it's going to be, if they're going to put in Rey Reyes or WrestleMania. I think it's going to be a Rey Reyes, which makes more sense. But we'll see. So,
yeah, when that comes up, we'll definitely talk about that because that's been kind of interesting how vice versa, those people are getting love in different spots, right? So listen, I don't know when he'll drop this. It's Wednesday, 4/24, 3/4/2026. It might be today. This probably be Friday. I think we'll drop this on Friday. Let it get the weekend or whatever. And that's it. And then we got Monday's show. We got one for Monday coming up. So y'all gonna have to watch that. Like, subscribe, share, all that good ish. We out of here. Deuces.